At Florida Southern, we want to provide students and community patrons with the opportunity to conduct accurate research while being able to locate it. At McKay Archives, we house FSC history, Florida history, and the Florida Citrus Archives collections. Our database, Archive Space, which houses all our repositories, is located on our website under Explore the Archives. On our main homepage, you will find our hours and contact information, as well as Florida Southern College's academic calendar. To explore the archives, simply scroll down to explore our manuscript collections, college archives, and the Thomas B. Mack Citrus Archives repositories. For example, if the researcher clicks on our Thomas B. Mack Citrus Archives repository, they will enter our main page on Archive Space, which contains our digital repositories. There is a search bar located under the repository where the student researcher can do a manual search containing specific dates and keywords. In the repository, users will be able to see the collection's digital objects, accessions, subjects, names, and classifications. Under Collections, it will display each collection that is housed in that repository. For example, if the user was interested in the C. Howard Sweat papers, they can click on the collection and view its scope and contents, important dates, publishing information, and its biographical, historical description. There are also additional descriptions, finding aid and administrative information, and repository details. On the top right of the screen, users can obtain a credible citation for the collection, as well as a downloadable link to the finding aid for that collection. Researchers can also narrow down their search by using the search bar with specific information regarding that collection. Under Collection Organization, users can view how the collection and files within the boxes are organized. The container inventory also allows you to view files within a box for a more specific search. On our Digital Objects tab, we house several digital collections. These collections include Florida Southern College Building History, Child of the Sun Papers and Photographs, Florida Southern College Digital Archives and Collections, McKay Archives Digital Collections, and McKay Archives Fruit and Vegetable Labels Collection. For example, if a researcher is interested in learning about the Florida Southern College building history, they can click the digital record to access its linked records and repository details. If you click on the linked records, it will bring you to the scope and contents, dates, creator, governing access, governing use, the extent, and the language of materials of the specific collection. Below, you'll find an additional description of the arrangement and information about the subject of the digital object. On the right of the screen, you can explore the contents of each box. On the Accession tab, you can find collections or materials that are physically and legally transferred to a repository. If you would like to view one of these accessions, please contact our archivist for assistance. On our Subjects tab, researchers can conduct general research based on certain research topics. If you click on a subject, you can find collections or records that we house in our repositories. For example, if a researcher wanted to learn about citrus, they would click on the subject, and it would lead them to a page that would display various collections that have to do with that subject. The Names tab also allows researchers to narrow down their search with historic people or people of importance to Florida Southern College or the citrus industry. For example, if a student wanted to research the Pipkin family, they would click on the name, and it would display the collection associated with that specific name. Back on the McKay Archives homepage, researchers can access and view our digital collections. Our digital collections include the Florida Southern College History, Florida Southern College Digital Collections, and the Thomas B. Mack Citrus Archives Digital Collections. For convenience, when a researcher clicks on these collections, a tab will open. That way, users can easily exit the tab and return to our homepage. On the Florida Southern History tab, the collections feature stories about the people, events, and spaces that have made the college what it is today. For example, under the Campus Buildings and Grounds collection, a patron can search alphabetically or chronologically. If they are looking for information on the Annie Feifel Chapel, they can click on the building and be brought to a page with building history, as well as photos of the structure. On the Florida Southern College Digital Collections tab, patrons can view the Child of the Sun papers and photographs, the Southern, Florida Southern College's student newspaper, Florida Southern College postcards, yearbooks, and manuscript collections. On the Thomas B. Mack Citrus Archives tab, users can view the crate and canning label collections, the Florida Citrus Postcards collection, and the Florida Citrus Photographs collection. The Florida Citrus Hall of Fame tab brings users to the official Florida Citrus Hall of Fame website. Here, patrons can learn about the history of the citrus industry, as well as view their educational programs and oral history projects. Our Digital Exhibits tab features digital exhibits created by our work-study students, volunteers, and staff members. These digital exhibits include research with corresponding photos, as well as short-form educational videos. To learn more about Frank Lloyd Wright's vision for the college, you can click the link to watch the PBS special online. For more help on researching or using our databases, please contact us through our email or over the phone to schedule an appointment. If you need help on a specific topic or our collections, you can contact Jeffrey Zines, the college archivist, or Samantha Redmond, the archives technician. This information is located on our website, along with access to archive space. Thank you.